vola angela o veteronugu ako itabua ako do talitaina na barongo na Bula FM nambandu na sere
Bula alang gonoa ilutoka do talita ka na Bula FM berarti nambandu na sere
ni Bula binaka nanreke ngosa Bula FM nga ena kasi
nalang gosa mundu achiwe na Bula FM nambandu na sere nusuri
ni Bula binaka nalang go Jerry yang melambasa do barongo na Bula FM
Bula FM, number 2 and seri.
In the news tonight, PM uses visit to learn new ideas. Over 200 child neglect cases recorded. And victim blaming rife in Fiji.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama says the government will continue to look at investment opportunities to benefit our economy. In the second day of his official visit to Australia, Bainimarama and the government delegation visited sites that can offer the best development assistance in the country. Ali Kimbia files this report from Sydney.
Visiting the Sydney desalination plant, Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama and the Fijian government delegation were impressed with what they saw.
But we need something concrete like this, not this big, maybe 1/10 the size of this, maybe 10 throughout Fiji.
With Fiji embarking on the initiative of building more plants like this one, the idea to have one might be on the way from an Australian investor. The Prime Minister's visit to the Sydney desalination plant sort of give ideas to the Fijian government on how they can invest in this kind of opportunities.
Of course, there is a lot to learn from what we have seen so far, particularly in our efforts to continue with the development in Fiji. One particular area of interest was on waste management, and of course the utilization of water resources as well.
Minister for Industry and Trade, Pramila Kumar, says there are investment partners who are interested, but it is vital that thorough processes are followed before the green light is given to them.
So that when we receive investors, we truly understand what they mean. Because when you don't see a facility like that, sometimes we feel maybe they've got other agendas or probably it's not suitable for environment.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister will have a Talano session with the Fijian community in Sydney tonight. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Fiji and other Pacific Island countries have struggled to find ways to recycle and utilize waste. Minister for Industry and Trade Pramila Kumar made this statement after visiting a waste recycling plant in Sydney. Ali Kimbia again with the story.
Trying to look at various areas of interest to Fiji, Trade Minister Pramila Kumar is adamant that there is more room for growth in the area of waste recycling.
We are still trying to find solution to the various types of waste that is being generated. So it was a good opportunity to see how a waste recycling facility established in Australia that only focuses on industrial and commercial waste.
Kumar says Pacific Island countries, including Fiji, have struggled to maintain their recycling of various wastes.
We do have bagasse, we do have wood-related products, we have commercial companies who are discarding papers as well as boxes, cartons, whatever, and also other commercial businesses that are trying to get rid of demolition products. And obviously at this stage, we don't have any solution for that.
Foreign Affairs Minister Inyesiru Ratu says learning from countries like Australia will go a long way for Fiji.
For us in Fiji, these are very, very critical areas, and this is the good thing about learning the best practices from other countries, which we can perhaps replicate in our own countries when we have the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Kumar says Fiji should look at waste recycling as an area of generating revenue and at the same time make it a profitable business. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
231 cases of child neglect where children have been left on their own or unsupervised have been recorded so far this year. The Ministry of Women and Children says the number is alarming compared to the 222 cases for all of last year. Sainiani Boiler reports.
Child Services Assistant Director Ella Tukutukulebu says the majority of these cases were recorded in the Central Division.
When we receive reports from the divisions, we find that the majority of these child neglect cases cases of lack of supervision by parents or caregivers, lack of medical attention.
Tukutukulevu says they're closely collaborating with relevant agencies to make referrals when the need arises.
There are agencies who would rather report internally to their supervisors, and that is okay with us. If agencies want to work with cases internally, that's fine with us. But as the requirement of the Act, it needs to be reported first to the ministry.
Save the Children Fiji Chief Executive Shairana Ali says identifying the root causes of the child neglect cases is crucial.
231 cases of neglect so far this year is of course a high number for such a small country, and I think we will be working closely with the Child Services Unit to better understand the data, understand the underlying causes of neglect.
Child neglect tops the list of all child cases referred to the ministry from 2012 to 2018. Sainia Nimboila, FBC News.
Victim blaming in regards to domestic violence is rife in Fiji, and this is a major cause for concern. The Fiji Women's Crisis Centre says no reason is good enough for intimate partner violence, and it should never be justified, by its plea seems to be falling on deaf ears. Kritika Kumar reports.
The Fiji Women Crisis Centre believes social media, especially Facebook, is always seen as one of the major reasons behind intimate partner violence. However, this should not be the case.
We are not going to tell women, don't use Facebook, don't do this, don't do that. No, we have to tell men, change your bad behavior, start respecting your wives and your girlfriends and start loving them.
Shamima Ali says that Fijians need to work together to stop violence against women.
Please don't watch, don't condone, and don't blame women. Don't condone domestic violence, even if it's your own son, your own brother, your own best friend. Do not condone it. Call it out.
The Fiji Women's Rights Movement believes women don't report violence at times because they face many social and psychological barriers.
That it's a matter of shame and embarrassment, and that women do not report. And there's a lot of stigma and stereotyping and discrimination linked with this.
In the first 8 months of this year, the FWCC has recorded a total of 790 cases of domestic violence. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
Up ahead, psychiatric evaluation to be considered for alleged murderer. And only 12% of households covered under disaster insurance. Details after the break.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, my name is Sotiama here in Ba. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, I'm Miri. I'm from Lotoka and I love Gold FM because they play all my classic hits.
Hi, my name is Fiona from Tavua and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, I'm Ini from Rakiraki. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Congo national Kiala Henry Lusaka, alleged to have murdered his wife in Suva, pleaded not guilty to murder in the Suva High Court today. Lusaka initially filed an application for bail, and the High Court judge stated that Lusaka's representative, the Legal Aid Commission, needs to file a formal application for bail. The defense has also requested a psychiatric evaluation, as the accused has had a history of psychiatric illness. The defense has been given time to file applications for bail and a psychiatric evaluation. Lusaka allegedly murdered his 44-year-old Australian wife on the 23rd of July at Service Street in Suva. He has been further remanded in custody. The case will be recalled on the 25th of next month. A 43-year-old Chinese national charged with murder pleaded guilty in the Suva High Court today. The counsel for Wang Zhiyong had asked for the case to be stood down as the guilty plea was contrary to the instructions given to his lawyer. The accused is charged with the alleged murder of a 33-year-old woman in Namandi Heights, Suva. The woman was found dead in her room by her flatmate on May 13th. The matter has been adjourned to October 25th. Only 12% of households in Fiji have insurance to cover for damages to assets post-natural disasters. Head of Climate Change and International Cooperation, Nilesh Prakash, says this is a very low percentage. Speaking on the COP23 Presidency Trust Fund today, Prakash informed the Standing Committee on Public Accounts that they are working with relevant authorities to increase awareness in this regard. Catherine Krishna reports.
Insurance resilience in Fiji is quite low, which is of a concern, says Head of Climate Change and International Cooperation, Nilesh Prakash.
The insurance penetration in Fiji is quite low. It's around 11 to 12% of insurance penetration, and considering the frequency and the intensity of the natural disasters, or rather climate-induced natural disasters that we are facing, there is an absolute need for us to explore insurance solutions.
Opposition MP Ratu Nengama Lalambalavu today asked the committee about the steps being taken to address the issue.
What sort of initiatives have we undertaken, especially for loss and damage? That is the picture that we get when we talk about climate, the effects of climate change.
So again, it's a parametric solution. So what we need to be able to do is to able to see that how the vulnerable people in the vulnerable category, how they can access these insurance products. And of course, one of the incentives there should be that the premium should be quite affordable.
Prakash says the corporation is also in talks with the World Bank for funding needs. He says Fiji is prone to natural disasters and believes property insurance is very important. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
It's important that people with disabilities have access to legal aid services. Legal Aid Commission Director Shaheen Ali says to ensure this is done, they recently had a meeting with the Fiji Disabled People's Federation. Ali says participants were briefed on the legal processes and the range of services available in family, criminal and civil law matters.
The purpose of the meeting was to see how we could better collaborate in terms of making our service delivery more accessible to people with disabilities and special needs. So that was the focus, and what we're also trying to do now is work towards improving access to justice for those with disabilities and special needs.
Watching the Flying Fijians play their first game in Japan next week is a dream come true for Wally Fonmanu, the winner of Gold FM and Bull FM's Fiji vs Australia rugby promotion. Receiving 2 return air tickets and $1,000 spending money from the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation in Suva today, Fonmanu says it's an unexpected blessing.
I've always wanted to go to Japan, and this competition has given me the opportunity to actually go to Japan, what I've been dreaming of.
And to have the game held all the way in Japan, a perfect opportunity for people to be part of a world-class or international game that is of this magnitude. So the response that we got from listeners each time we ran the competition on air is huge.
And it's business time now with Kelly.
Thanks, Jackie. Coming up, new Housing Authority boss given reform mandate. And in Growing Fiji, Fiji Kindi project achieves target. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatulaloba. और हम सब मिर्ची FM सुनता है because it's hot.
Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's #1.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है। हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग कल मिर्ची FM सुनता। गोल्ड टाउन तावा में मिर्ची FM दागो मामा।
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Leading business, New Housing Authority Chief Executive Robert San says he is committed to providing low-cost housing. San has been appointed with a clear mandate to ensure the authority is the preferred agency for Fijians who want to own homes. Edwin Nunn reports.
Robert Sen joins the Housing Authority from the Fiji Roads Authority and has been given a long list of goals.
We're going to look at it, all our policies, procedures, corporate goals. That requires a little bit of change. So what we'll do is we'll amend that change so that we optimize our business plans to achieving our goals.
We need several reforms to take place. We need to be modern. We need to be out there. We need to be customer focused.
to have him now come to the Housing Authority and drive our mandate and to deliver the affordable housing mandate to every Fijian is it's critical that we have someone like Robert to lead that. So we're very excited.
The demand for housing is at an all-time high. The authority itself has struggled to keep up with the amount of applications in the past.
Quite a number of complaints on what we do and how we do it. And this is what we've been trying to do with the board, is to put in systems and policies and processes.
That's very important. Without customers, we can't success our goal. So we will ensure that we will focus a lot of things in our customers, what they say, what they like, ensure that within our Ministry of Housing Authority that we achieve our goals.
The Housing Authority currently has about 6,000 pending expressions of interest for low-cost housing. The new chief executive will spend the next few months going over the operations of Housing Authority with a fine-tooth comb, all with an outcome designed to ensure that affordable housing is available for Fijians. Edwin Nunn, FBC News.
After being vacant for 10 years, the position for Chief Executive at Post Fiji Limited has been filled. Dr. Aniruddha Bansod, who has been selected from a number of meritorious candidates who vied for the position, will be instrumental in paving the way forward for the company. Josiah Nanunga reports.
Dr. Bansod says that the winds of change are coming to boost the operations and services of the company.
But change is the only way. Every day is a new things coming up, and we are looking forward to have some changes. It may not be drastic changes, but it will be very slow and steady changes in the interest of the Post Fiji.
He adds recognizing employee achievements as something he will implement at Post Fiji.
Anything any people do for the Post Fiji, they will be the one who will be rewarded as well. That's the whole thing. It's a performance base.
Meanwhile, Head of Retail and Marketing Isaac Moore says the company can now rest assured with someone in the driving seat.
We're actually glad that we have someone to lead us, taking us forward. We have not, just as the chairman had mentioned, we have not had a CEO for almost 10 years now.
Moore says the team is optimistic of improving its deliverables with the expected new strategic directions. This will also enable the company to expand and increase its services here and across the region. José Nanunga, FBC News.
Sharon from HFC Bank joins us now with the latest from the world trading market.
Looking at the latest in the money market, stocks in Asia were rising amid signs of progress in the US-China trade talks. Trump said he prefers a comprehensive trade deal with China, but did not rule out the possibility of an interim pact. However, he said an easy agreement would not be possible. Meanwhile, the European Central Bank delivered a bigger than expected monetary stimulus in their policy statement. They cut interest rates by 0.1 percentage point to -0.5%. This also helped out counter worries about a global economic slowdown, giving the much needed boost to market sentiments. Traders now await policy statements from the US Federal Reserve and Bank of Japan next week. The forex market seems to have already priced in a 25 percentage point rate cut by the Fed, but have effectively priced out any chance of a larger cut. And that's all from HFC Bank for this week. Vinaka.
Thanks, Sharon. Here are today's exchange rates as set this morning. The foreign exchange market is rising and falling daily according to world events. After rising against almost all of the currencies we covered yesterday, today the Sanghamoli was on the descent, showing tiny slippage against the Chinese yuan, the US dollar, the Aussie, the Kina, the euro and the yen, but rising against the New Zealand dollar. On the commodities market, oil prices continue to drop, closing at just over $55 per barrel. Gold rose slightly at $1,495 per ounce, and silver remained steady at $18.06 per ounce. In growing Fiji, 168 kindergartens have been established through the Fiji Kindi project to date. Founder Ann Cooper says under the project, over 2,000 children have been taught, while over 360 teachers have been trained. Cooper says early childhood education is vital as it lays the foundation for every child's education. She adds the project also includes Bible study, devotional time and prayer.
Kindi is the tool of which we can come and share Bible stories or any other songs that perhaps are already happening in the villages from the teachers, but we want to add to that.
The Fiji Kindi project is run by an NGO which prepares children with the skills necessary to enter elementary school. That's it from Business Tonight. Sports is up next with Jamie.
Thanks, Kelly, and good evening in Sports Tonight. More support for flying Fijians.
Navango Merea, Maramani Waya Manatu Sawa, waiting to Tunde Nandi, Yaundo Marataka, Navarro, and Radio Fiji One.
Yawa Asna Vatili, Yawa Maga Monica. Tondo Barro Vale, Bonardoma Viti Lambasa.
Bula, Nadango Prosan Garce, Goer Kraki, the Televio Navarro and Radio Fiji One, Nadomi Vit. Nadango Chani Bukia, Omoni Namushi, and the Talita Navarro and Radio Fiji One, Nadomi Vitisu.
Radio Fiji One, Nandomo.
Just 8 days remain before the Flying Fijians play the Wallabies in its opening 2019 Rugby World Cup match. Everything is slowly falling into place with Fiji now based out of Abashiri after spending a week in Akita. Aquila Dama reports.
Former Flying Fijians flanker Setereki Tawake knows what's best for any player, especially at World Cup level.
You know, for me, my experience for the last two World Cup, I think they just need to enjoy themselves. You know, Australia is the main focus. For me, that's my priority is just to run this camp in Akita smoothly and whatever we can provide.
Fiji Rugby Union's General Manager Jeff Webster says the team is motivated with the level of support they are receiving. Webster is urging fans to continue believing and backing the team.
I think it means everything to the players. I think that the players and the staff, and myself included, are very mindful of what and who we represent when we are competing at the World Cup. And all I can ask is just keep supporting us through thick and thin. We'll skin our knees a little bit along the way, but it means everything to know that we've got the whole country behind us.
Head coach John McKee will name his 23-member squad to play the Wallabies next Wednesday. Aquila Dama, FBC Sports.
All Blacks loose forward Luke Jacobson is to miss the Rugby World Cup in Japan after suffering a delayed onset of concussion. All Blacks head coach Steve Hansen said today the 22-year-old had not presented with any signs of concussion after the test against Tonga last week, but developed symptoms after the first training session this week. Wallabies lock Rory Arnold is training again, gearing up for the biggest tournament of his test career. The Fiji Airways Ndrua side left for Australia this morning, desperate to register its first win in the NRC this season. The defending champion will meet New South Wales Country Eagles in its round 3 clash tomorrow. Felipe Naikaso has more.
The Ndrua players have been given an ultimatum ahead of its third NRC clash.
Nothing else but a win, a good game, and going for a good bonus for this week.
The side is aware of how tough the New South Wales Country Eagles will be, as they are currently unbeaten.
After the game on 4 o'clock on Saturday, we need to come out winners if we want to have that momentum in making it to the semis.
The team wrapped up its preparations in Nadi yesterday and are confident that they have ticked all the boxes for their next match.
We've been focusing on organization of the 9, 10s and 12s, on organizing the pods. Because last week it was pretty disorganized.
The Fiji Ndrua side, which are currently in 6th position, play the New South Wales Country Eagles at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Felipe Naikaso, FBC Sports.
Meanwhile, 7 changes have been made to the Fiji Ndrua side that will play New South Wales Country. Suva fullback Enele Malele returns with a new halves combination of Penny Matawalu and Caleb Muntz. Rusiate Nasobe and skipper Hermasi Ranronro will be on the flanks. Epeli Randaniva and Tevita Nangali form the second row, with Tevita Ikanibere returning at hooker. The Fiji Ndrua take on New South Wales Country Eagles at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong, Sydney at 6 p.m. tomorrow. The first assignment for our national sevens team in the new season starts next month in Germany. The Gareth Weber coach side will see a variety of players represent our noble banner blue in the form of brothers, former 15s players and homegrown talent from the Dean's competition. Faria Begum with this report.
The Fiji Sevens players who will don the white jersey next month for the Oktoberfest tournament have been referred to as the chosen ones by President Chochi Konrote as he received their itatau earlier today.
Fiji has always prided itself in facing new challenges and creating new opportunities. Now, we will not shy away from responsibility, and we remain relentlessly committed to doing our best as a team in everything that we do.
Coach Gareth Baber believes the inclusion of players from varied sources generates versatility in the squad.
Players have been developing and show potential of playing at that level, and some others who have been in with us, and some guys who are brand new as well and been playing in sevens tournaments and or have been looking at in 15s tournaments here domestically.
Playmaker Terio Tamani has his goals set for the new season.
I'll do my best to be in the squad and also to secure my spot in the HSBC.
The Fiji Airways Sevens team departs our shores this Sunday for Germany to take part in the Oktoberfest tournament, which begins from the 22nd of next month in Munich. Faria Begum, FBC Sports.
Roy Krishna is back to his goal-scoring best, this time at his new club, ATK. The Namosi Saints are the most improved team in AFL Fiji's competition in 2019. In just their second year in the competition, the Namosi Saints managed the third-place finish. Aquila Dama has more.
For a rookie team in AFL competition, the Namosi Saints is surely a team to look out for in the future.
They train in Wanandui at the grounds. It's an improper ground, but just a few can fit 12 of them. But yeah, they're happy for this outreach tournament.
The team is made up of youths from Wainandoi, Kalokolevu and Vunisotho villages. Many have taken interest in the sport because of the World Cup next year.
The sport being introduced to this youth by the development officer, Ms. Tulebuka, and the support base, providing the training kits to the players, and also World Cup.
EFL Fiji Development Officer Matilita Tulevuka says the Namosi Saints is a testament of the hard work behind the scenes by relevant stakeholders.
Yeah, with our development work, it was through a Fiji National Sports Commission that took us, that we've been traveling with. That's where we got the Namosi team that came in out. They came in last year just to try out the sports, and then this year they came in strong, played in the semi-final, but they fell short, but now they are playing in the third playoff.
Meanwhile, AFL Fiji's competition is on a break before they start with their Vanua Challenge next week. Aquila Dama, FBC Sports.
Serbia has defeated Team USA 94-89 in the fifth-place playoff of the FIBA Basketball World Cup. The Americans had gone to China looking to maintain its place as the best in the world, but will go home with the worst performance in its history. In the semi-finals, Australia will meet Spain tonight at 8, while France take on Argentina at 12 a.m. Now to our play of the day, Hawke's Bay hung on last night to beat Waikato 27-24 in the ITM Cup Round 6 clash, but it was this team effort by Waikato that was the highlight try of the match. That's it from sports and new media. Take a look at some of the features on Apple's latest smartwatch. That's coming up.
रहता है, हमारा नाम उमेश कुमार, हम रहता है लेबू और रेडियो फीजी में हरदम सुनता है, बहुत पुराना गाना लगे और बहुत रोते सुनता है, बहुत अच्छा लगे हमको।
उमेश चंद्रा और कांता चंद्रा हमारा वाइफ है। हम लोग रेडियो फीजी 2 बहुत सुंदर से सुनता है, बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम, नंबर 1 रेडियो।
कुमार स्वामी नायक है, गोंगो लेबू लटो का रेडियो फीजी 2 में पुराना गाना लगे, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगे।
कुमार नकाफी में रहता है, रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनता है।
रेडियो फीजी 2, देश की धड़कन।
Apple's latest smartwatch gets an always-on display ceramic and titanium model along with the compass. By the time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Hooray to yet another awesome Friday. The weather is quite unstable at this point, and all these showers can be quite depressing. There are people who power through it, but who really wants to go out when it's pouring outside? Well, I don't. Now to the west, it's been overcast. The usual sun is missing, But what can we do in this situation other than embracing it? Eastwards from Pekhabarasuva, dull and gloomy showers expected overnight. And up north, showers in line as well. At sea, southeast winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, low tide at 12:25 a.m. with high tide at 6:32 a.m. Sunrise will be at 6:03. For tomorrow, showers again, but it looks like it's a cue from Mother Nature to use this rainy season as an opportunity to do things that you're normally too busy to do and allow it to boost your mood. Tomorrow's temps, cooler centers in the low 30s. And looking further on to Sunday, the day is expected to paint a better picture, but regardless, have a wonderful self-care weekend. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Angie, in Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, who would you like to see starting in the first five for the Flying Fijians next week?
Just Matavis because of fresh kicking. I think it should be Alfred Tibetokan because he knows what to do.
I want to see Alfred Tibetokani in this position. I think Ben Volvola would be fit for this position at first 5A, and I wish them all the best.
I think the best would be Veitokani. I'm sorry, because I'm for sevens, and since he's jumped from 7s to 15, Veitokani all the way.
In the world of the weird and the wonderful, Buck Wild, a newly released video shows a wild deer hanging out with people at Michigan Beach. Recapping the main stories for tonight, PM users visit to learn new ideas, over 200 child neglect cases recorded, and victim blaming rife in Fiji. Now for these stories and others, tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Our poll question, we're asking, should there be harsher penalties imposed on bogus real estate agents? Visit our FBC website to answer. And our shot of the day, there are two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. Sent in by Shalvin Prasad from Rakiraki. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj, via Facebook page FBC News or our Twitter page at FBC_news. You can also hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe. Good night.
We love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bulaminaka, I'm Linda Fong. I studied Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osnate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Makereta from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music on